It's time for EdTech Mondays, brought to you by MasterCard Foundation and CC Hub.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the EdTech Mondays Nigeria show, where we explore the dynamic world of education technology. I am Chinyelu Akpa, your host, and it's good to be here again. We kicked off the conversation this month by discussing digital wellness and resilience for learners and educators with the founder of Coach Freaker, who provided valuable insights into understanding educators' readiness before integrating digital tools. It was an eye-opening conversation on aligning technology with the needs and readiness of our educators. Still on this month's topic, I have with me an amazing guest who is not only a cybersecurity expert, but also a parent, bringing a unique and very comprehensive perspective to our discussion on digital wellness. Our guest today is a digital citizenship and cybersecurity tech educator with a passion for digital safety and well-being. She's the founder of Internet Safe Kids Africa, a non-profit organization dedicated to empowering digitally connected youths. She is an alumna of the prestigious Digital Wellness Institute, which enhances her ability to teach young people how to implement mindful screen time strategies. Recognized as a DigiCit Global Impactor by the Digital Citizenship Institute USA, she has also contributed to the XRSI Child Safety Initiatives, Guardians and Shield Framework. In addition to her work as an educator and advocate for using technology for good, she is a dedicated volunteer. Welcome with me today, Confidence Osein.
Thank you so much.
I'm sure you were wondering, is that me? Have I done all this?
Yes.
Guys, I had to shorten this intro because if we begin to say all that Confidence has done, really 15 minutes will not be enough. So it's exciting to have you here today.
Thank you
and to our
so
listeners,
much.
I hope you have your notepads ready because Confidence is a teacher and she's well known for dropping nuggets. So you would want to pick all the valuable nuggets she'll be sharing and begin to find ways to implement them in your use of the internet for teaching and learning. Thank you so much. So I'll jump right into the questions. But before that, I want to remind our listeners that you can join the conversation. So send us a message on WhatsApp 0703 165 0809. You could also right now join the Telegram community or WhatsApp channel at EdTech Mondays Nigeria to see what other listeners like you are saying and join the conversation live. So, straight in.
Thank you so much for having me.
As the founder of the Internet Safe Kids Africa, you've worked extensively on digital safety and well-being for young people. Please share some key strategies or practices you recommend for students to maintain digital wellness in their daily online activities.
Thank you so much for having me. So I don't know if I should start first by making people understand what digital wellness is. I don't know.
Please, go
So
ahead.
first, before we delve into digital wellness, an understanding of what digital wellness is very key. And I also want to use this opportunity to tell us that digital wellness means different things in different domains. When it comes to school, definition, it means something else.
Okay.
It comes to the workplace, it means another thing. And when it comes to the home, it means another thing.
Okay.
So there is no one general definition of digital wellness. So for us to understand what digital wellness, we have to first tell ourselves the basic truth, which is digital wellness is simply studying the impact of digital technologies, your smartphones, smart devices, AI, and what have we around now that is called technology, its impact on our well-being. And well-being, physical well-being, our health, and mental well-being.
Yeah.
When we are able to understand that, then we go a step further in acknowledging the fact and understanding how these digital technologies affect ourselves, our lives as individuals, as a person, and as a society. So in a nutshell, digital wellness is the study of the impact of digital technologies on us and how we can live a good life in a society filled with technology. So when we get that, we can now start talking to ourselves about, okay, how can a student, how can an educator, how can a parent understand what digital wellness is and be able to live with technology without it having a negative impact
on them,
on us. So back to your question. For students, I always say, understand that aspect of critical thinking. When you go online, don't just go and talk. Don't just go and insult people because you're behind a screen. Nobody can get you almost immediately, and that is not true. People are being caught lately if you watch what is happening on social media. When you go online, you see content. Is there a way of verifying this content? How do you check that what is being posted is not there to mislead you? And that comes in the area of misinformation and disinformation. How do you treat the content or the data you share? Are you that, when it comes to parents, sharing whatever you think it's yes, whatever you think is right on your child without the permission of the child? So these are some of the things we have to also always look out for when it comes to digital wellness. Critical thinking for kids, for young people, critical thinking, the ability to be able to know what to put online, your privacy matters, the ability to be able to show empathy, and that's where social emotional learning comes in. Are you able to regulate your feelings? If I wake up today and come on probably Instagram and Facebook and see Chinyelu very angry, will I go there and say, you this idiot, why are you angry? Why are you showing this kind of face? No. Am I able to name and label Chinyelu's feelings? If I'm able to do that, I have started developing my empathy.
Okay.
So that is that for students. Also, when it comes to digital awareness, when it comes to young people, we're also going to, we should also be looking at the area of security. How are we protecting ourselves? So generally, how these technologies and their usage impacts us, that is what digital awareness is. When is the right time to leave your screen as a student? When should you leave your screen and go offline for some physical and natural activity? So that's generally, let's stop there when it comes to young people.
Okay.
Privacy, security, empathy,
And
critical thinking when it comes to young people. Okay. I don't know.
All right, yes, that's, and you have, just definitely gone into my next question about screen time.
Yeah.
We, on the EdTech Mondays Nigeria show, are very pro-technology for teaching and for learning. And you would agree with me, I'm sure you've come across various learning products, learning tools that have a little bit of addiction tendencies because of gamification, making learning very exciting
and entertaining,
making it competitive and entertaining, edutainment as it's called these days. So how can we help young people manage screen times? What are, maybe do you have any mnemonic or any way you can help parents or help educators or help students manage screen time? Because it is a problem we are gravitating towards.
Yeah, exactly.
People can learn from anywhere right now. So you might not be that they're playing, they're actually learning, but they become so involved in the world of the tab and this TV screen or the computer screen and forget everything about. So how do we regulate screen time?
Thank you for that question. I will keep saying this anywhere I go, and I think I'm beginning to have that tag around me. Kids, young people, model adults. It's very important, adults, be you an educator, a parent, or whoever you are, as long as you have that tag adult, you lead by example. how do you spend time on your screen? Chinyelu, if you and I stay like this for the next 10 minutes on our phone, and there's a young child, a teenager, they're going to do the same thing. So first, lead by example. That's number one. And what I said earlier, I've seen people say, I keep saying this. Most times, adults, parents, educators, teachers, we leave these young people to become digital orphans. First, who is an orphan? Somebody who has no father or mother or an elderly figure guiding that child. Nobody wants that storyline. As a young person, or even as an adult, we need someone to guide us. Let's bring it back to technology. Let's bring it back to screen. On our phones right now, there's a digital wellness app. Those of us using all these modern phones and everything. Set it.
There is a digital wellness app.
Yeah. After some while, it comes up and it pops up. It tells you, this is the number of hours you've spent on this. Activate it, you elderly people or educator or whoever you are, activate it. And if you have been so fast to usher your child or your ward into the digital world via their devices, activate it for them. It throws them out at the time.
At the particular time, you can set how long they can stay on the device.
On their device. And it should also be understood that screen time varies across screen. How you will judge screen time on your TV, which is also a screen, right?
Yes, it is.
It's different from how you judge screen time here.
On a phone or a
phone
tab,
or anything. So, how long, Chinyelu, you and I, as adults or parents or whoever we are, do we want our kids watching TV in a day? Maybe I should throw that question to you. How long?
Let me see. If he comes back from school at 2, maybe he comes on by 6.
Okay.
And he watches till 7:30, then goes to bed at 8.
1 hour. That works for you.
Yeah.
You think you're okay with that?
2 hours, yeah.
You're okay with
Yes,
2
I'm okay
hours
with
on
2
screen
hours
and
on
everything.
screen.
Okay, that's a parent talking. You will figure out what works with you. And that's what I call structured screen time.
Okay.
So structured screen time can work both in the class
Okay.
and at home.
Okay.
Let's leave workplace for
Okay,
now.
yes.
Class and at home. When I'm in class and everything, there's a time when, before technology, activities happen in class. Send the kids back to activities. Learn.
Use your hands.
Use your hand. I have gone to teach online safety in an underserved community. There were no tools. We used sand, knapsack to talk about empathy. So figure out a structured screen time both in your class and at home. There are fun things to do in the house, board games. Or come up with all those ancient
Play
of
with
days. Those kind of things. Play, they should eat it.
Play with sand, go
You understand?
plant a
So
tree or
there should be
something,
that
yes.
structured screen time. That time for interactive learning where you can teach them any other thing apart from sticking their eyes or faces to the screen. There's also this need to promote digital literacy. Parents, please learn. I know we are in a very, very tough country at the moment, but you can follow your kids, and I keep saying, not as a surveillance camera, but as a friend.
As a friend.
Follow them online. Learn with them. Play their games. A lot happens on all those games like Roblox, Minecraft, or Fortnite. Learn with them. Those are part of structuring the screen time. Let them know when it is okay to be online and when it is not okay to be online. To help
so you need to even
their
understand
brain.
what's happening there.
Yes, you
so
need
you can
to.
tell at this point
It's okay.
It's okay.
Because it's also going to affect you. I don't even know, as adults, there are some times after being on screen, you have this banging headache. It happens to me. And I'm like, okay, maybe that day I want to be selfish. I didn't set my wellness app on. I just want to be online. After it tells on you, first you struggle to sleep. You struggle to assimilate anything. Then this, truth be told, how this technology has been developed, especially social media, is to take our time.
It's to be addictive.
Yeah,
The
addictive.
algorithms.
Yes, the algorithms are there.
Well, our listeners, you'd want to follow this theme for the month because we'll be bringing in a guest who will be speaking from the bit of product design.
Yes.
And now we can design digital wellness into
Yes.
our EdTech products to ensure
Yeah.
that you don't have learners who are addicted, hooked to the product. So,
Yes.
and which are things that the developers would want, the
Yes.
product owners would want. You want
Yes.
people on your product,
Yeah, exactly.
keep subscribing.
That's
Any
what
points,
persuasive design. There's something going on here. I've been in it for the past 4 or 5 years, and recently I was a part of a hackathon on trust and safety. Safety by design. EdTech developers, those of you developing tools, while you're developing your tool, make your tool to be helpful for the users, who mainly are young people. Don't make profit over people. Because
confidence is shaking. She's shaking the table seriously.
Yes, it's about, that's what they do, and I can't say it anyway. It's about making profit. How many of us developers bringing up all these tech products to enhance
Are sitting
learning?
down and
Yes.
understanding the safeguarding
Bit
bits
of it.
of the products they are designing, and that is
Yes.
why this conversation is very important.
Yes. Please, when designing this product, safety by design. Let me put Jara again. Privacy by design. Safety, protect those people. And the majority of people who are using these things are young people, teenagers and twins and teens. So inculcate into your design from the beginning right to the end. In software development cycle, there's no end. Just to make sure that safety by design is part of what you're developing for your users, which are especially young people. So
thank you. Confidence. You've gone. Really, I could go on and on with confidence and not want to leave, but we really do need to go. So finally, what should educators and parents keep in mind to ensure a secure digital learning environment?
okay, we so much work in silos. A lot of us work in silos, and it's not helping when it comes to digital awareness and online safety. Let there be some form of collaboration. Parents, stop leaving everything in the hands of teachers.
The teachers.
Please. Then teachers, when you go, probably because your school has the money, you get these EdTech tools, and your school is using it. Learn about them. Don't just buy because you can afford it. Learn about them. And when you learn about them and you start using it for your students, your kids and all that, bring in those moments where there's a workshop. You bring in parents into schools and talk about the tools your kids are using. Talk about the privacy aspect of that tool. How that tool, if it is a tool that is exposing very, very personal information about the kids, who are, some tools have this, is it, what do you call it? They eavesdrop on information and all that.
And
so
share.
and share to third parties who often sell this information of the student. So let there be this collaboration between parents and schools, teachers, where they talk about online safety, train them, let there be sections. I think for me that is the big
key.
aspect of it all. I don't know.
You've done justice to this. I wish we can keep it, but I'm sure that we'll be bringing confidence back, to just share all the work that you're doing with helping young people or helping internet users generally stay safe as they explore the internet. And for us, helping our stakeholders, parents, teachers, learners, even the government, policymakers understand what they need to put as a North Star in engaging with learners leveraging technology. So thank you, Confidence, for being on the show and for this very insightful conversation.
Thank you so much.
To you, our listeners, I hope you had a brilliant and really engaging time listening to Confidence. We would love to hear from you. Share your thoughts on everything Confidence has said today. What do you think about limiting screen time for learners? Have you had any SAR experiences with using tools for learning that turned out to be really addictive? Would love to hear from you. Send us a WhatsApp message or an SMS on 0703 165 0809. Do not forget to join our community on WhatsApp and on Telegram, EdTech Mondays Nigeria. And if you know anyone who must have missed this live show today, do not worry. Tell them to listen at CC Hub Africa on YouTube or to listen via Spotify, EdTech Mondays Nigeria, and join the conversation. Until I come your way, same time, next Monday, I remain your host, Chinyelu Akpa, and it's bye for now.
EdTech Monday is proudly brought to you by MasterCard Foundation and CC Hub.